And welcome along, and welcome to a very wet Attingham Park. And we have a ridiculous amount of harvest to do, and the rain is absolutely chucking it down. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I think it's gonna probably be midday. I'm gonna get out of the wet. It's gonna be midday before we are able to harvest. We have got 5 fields to harvest, though. 6, 1, 2B, 2C, and 12C. That is 3 fields of canola and 2 fields of sorghum. And it's a massive amount. So, yeah, we aren't going to be able to do very much to start off with today. I will say, so that when we actually do get cracking, we will get cracking on it. I have switched over the 7610 with the 7810 because I've actually discovered this is our most powerful tractor on the farm. It's got 136 horsepower, which is more than the 8340. And yeah, so really I should be doing the more powerful stuff on the farm with our good old 7810 here. And the 7610 is perfect for doing some carting. That is if the rain ever passes. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to get the 8340. We're going to get that started and out mulching our fields. We can't do anything with any slurry or anything while it's raining like this. And to be perfectly honest, we only have 10,000, so we don't have enough money to get slurry work started. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Where's my mulcher? There it is. We're going to start mulching the fields we have got, getting those cleared and ready, turned around. Maybe see if we can look at getting some stuff or getting ourselves ahead elsewhere. And then when it gets a little bit drier later, I think we'll be able to get to actually get some harvesting done. We've got to do 2.5 fields today, so how we're ever going to do this. Looking at our weather forecast, we are, yeah, until about 11 o'clock. It's moved back a little bit, so we might be able to get harvesting a little bit earlier, but I think it's going to be a late one for our harvest. Tomorrow is just as bad. It is just as wet. So, yeah, I don't quite see how we're going to manage this, but we are going to have a try. So, let's get this tractor... Well, it's going to do the headlands clockwise. So, we will set course. We have a good width there. Generate me a fieldwork course. And, yep, that does perfectly. So, yeah, let's get this field mulched with the 8340. Let that go through for today. And what I think I'll do is I'll put the 7810 on the bale trailer. And we'll go and grab the bales from the other 2 fields and get those collected up as well. And that way, by the time this rain stops in a few hours, hopefully we'll be able to get started on the harvest, and we're going to knock 12C out first, as we said last time, and see how far we can get. I'm starting with collecting the bales off field 3. There are not many on here, and we can do this without the bale trailer. We're close enough to the yard to be able to do that. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And we'll just collect up these bales. There's only about half a dozen on here, maybe 10 at the most. So I've just been driving out to the field, grabbing the bales, and driving back to the shed. I did have a question from somebody yesterday in the comments, or in the last video in the comments. Wasn't I going to sell these bales? And I still might. I mean, we have probably more bales coming in than we're going to fit in this space. So my thought very much is we'll load up the pig pen, we'll load up this barn, and then definitely sell any excess we have from this lot. And then anything else we'll go from there. That will give us enough enough straw for our pigs for a very long time to come. So yeah, I think we'll fill this barn. We'll have a nice collection of it there, and then we can go from there. It means that next year we probably won't need to actually bale the straw. We can probably just have a probably just mulch everything, or use the chopper on the wheat, or we just sell everything next year. That too would work very nicely. It all depends on our time constraints, and time constraints are our biggest issues on here. We need to get at least 2 of our 3 crops, I think, seeded before winter comes. It's going to be a very busy October, and getting that 8340 mulching now is actually really important, because the more fields we can mulch in September, the more chance we have of actually hitting our targets for next year. Final 2 bales for the first level, and actually I don't think I need to worry about putting 2 bales on the back. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we are going to have to, because I can only fit... No, we can fit 12 bales on a level. So yeah, we can put these on the top and not have to try and jam them on the back. And we'll probably get a better distribution if we do that. So let's get that on there. And we're expecting the rain to ease up soon. It's not going to be much longer. So if I can get all of this off here, then that would be great. In fact, if the rain stops before we finish this job, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the combines going. We'll finish loading these bales up, and then we'll go down to unload the first load with the 7610 as soon as the combines are full. And that way, we'll make sure that we get as much done around here as we can. These are my last 2 bales, and then we will be clear on the field. We're expecting the rain to stop at some point during this hour. And in fact, what I thought was a bale is actually just a tuft of wheat that I failed to harvest. So yeah, these are the last 2 bales. It means I've got a bit of a gap on my trailer, but it's not the end of the world. And actually, it's quite nice to have an even number of bales on here. Makes our stack much easier to do. So let's grab this. Not as many bales off here as I thought I was going to have. But still a decent number. Less than we had off 12B. But then I think 12B is actually a bigger field. So that's not overly surprising. Now we're just going to wait for this rain to end. In fact, looks like the rain is easing off. So in the next hour, we should be able to get back onto the harvest. And just in time too, because that is the last of our bales off this field. Strap those down. I'm going to get all this back to the farm, and hopefully by the time we get everything back, the rain should have been gone. And there we go, the rain has stopped. I'm just going to park the 7810 down here, and then we'll go and get the 7610 and head out to the harvest field. Give it a little bit to dry off. But we've lost half the day to rain today. That is not great. It's going to take a little bit of catching up to do, but catch up we shall try and do. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. So we're nearly 5 hours behind when I wanted to start this today. And we need to get both of these combines going. We're going to have the TR96 leading. Let's start this up. And we're going to have this create the course as well. So header is already down. We're just going to take it far enough into the field that it should get recognized. Let's click on the no course. It has recognized the right field. And yeah, we want to set this up in the same way as the last one. Number of headlands 2, yeah, should be about right. Generate me a course. And it's done it. Right, close that. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. It looks like it's going to go on to the next one on here. So that's perfect. We want it left. Let's see where we are in regards to the first waypoint. Perfect. And copy this course. And away it goes. So that is our first combine done. Let's start up the second one. Get all of everything functioning on that. Get that into position. I'm going to do that and then copy the course. There we go. So first waypoint in, and it's on the right, and away it goes. And it's just lifted a little bit, but should be all right. It'll get that. It'll get that little bit when it comes back. Oh, I've messed this up a little bit now. Let's go first waypoint and start it again. Yeah, because I managed to turn it off, but that's good. And hopefully now with 2 combines on this, we're going to blast through this harvest. Meanwhile, our mulcher has finished on this field, so I'm going to clear the course off that. And actually, we'll get it during field 3 until we've got into that other field a bit. Field 3 is fairly close as well, which is useful. So up to 8th gear. We've got no course on here, and yeah, this should be nice and easy. Into this corner. Do that. And generate a course. Close that. That's a good course. Let's go and set it off, and yeah, get this mulching this field as well. Now, thankfully, the canola does not take or takes a little while to load to fill the combine, especially on a field like that where it's silty clay. So we are going to take this opportunity to get this trailer unloaded, and then hopefully by the time the combine is ready to empty, we should have this trailer nice and empty, and we can then get... I'm really tempted with a few seeds and things that we've got kicking around to get the 7810 started on getting some canola into the sorghum field that we had previously. Now, unfortunately, the sorghum field that we still want to seed, those are not going to be cut probably until tomorrow. But if we can mulch the canola field in 12C, what we'll be able to do is then get wheat planting in there tomorrow. So yeah, ideally we want to get the winter wheat into the canola fields, get the canola into the sorghum fields, and then we will be very nicely ahead. So it's kind of all go on here at the moment, and getting those winter crops in. We can get 6 fields seeded in the next 4 days. Then we are going to be looking very nice going into next year, and we're going to have a lot fewer worries on our minds. It looks like we're not going to have any bales to sell on the farm this year. We are just coming up to the front of our shed, and this is, well, we've got these bales to put on here, and we've got 1 more set. So we could have put 2 more bales in. And I did have 1 left over, I think, as I mentioned earlier, that I basically put straight into the pigs because it was an odd one. But that would have fit on here. We would have been absolutely fine with that. So, yeah, we're good. We have got plenty of straw to keep us going for a while. We're going to have maybe 1 or 2 that we want to grab next year. But it's all done. And yeah, we've got a full grain tank on one of our combines. Perfect timing. And it looks like, because it's stopped, it's the 96 that's full. Interesting, considering that it's got a larger grain tank than its other one, or the other one that we've got. But we'll get this emptied, and I would guess the other combine will run out of space as well by the time we've emptied this. But this is all good, and you know what? This 6810 or 7610 looks perfect on here. I think this is yeah, the absolutely perfect trailer, perfect tractor to go with this trailer and this combine. As I suspected, the other combine also needs emptying. I'm gonna tail off there at 60%, because that's roughly the split between our two combines. It's about a 60-40 split. So hopefully I've left enough space in the trailer to get the rest of this. All in all, I think we're going to be okay. The headlands, doing the headlands has taken quite a large chunk out of this field. And it's only 10... well, it's only 5-1. And we are already finishing off the headlands, so that's good news. That makes me very happy to see that, and hopefully that means we're gonna go through the rest of this field fairly quickly. The fact that it's canola in here, and if we target the canola today, I think we'll do really well, because it's while its yield might be as good as the other crops, it has less per hectare. Produces less per hectare, so we should be all right, I think. And there we go, full trailer. Let's go tip this, because we're then gonna have to come back up here and keep these combines going now. We don't want these combines to stop again today. Our 8340 has finished work on field 3, so we'll clear the course off that now. And I'm going to head down here and get 12B done. And yeah, that's 3 of our 4 fields that we already have that are mulched now, which is great news, because we're just going to be able to turn around and plant these almost immediately. If I can mulch as much as possible, we can start seeding. In fact, I might get the 7810 out here now. And start getting stuff seeded with that, because of how it is. What's wrong with this tractor? There we go. Forwards. Yeah, there we are. Looks like we had a gear issue. That's all right. We are now done. Course in here. We know the courses are all good. So generate course. There we go, and it's in the top right-hand corner, right the way across the field, that we got to set this off. With the level of yield on here, our combines are not at risk of getting full at any point. I made it all the way back to the farm, emptied. I've emptied the other combine, and still not ended up with this one being full. So yeah, we are in no danger of our combine stopping, so long as we give them make sure that they get regularly emptied. And I'm basically going to empty this one, immediately turn around and see what's sitting in the other one. I don't think that we are in much danger at all, as I said, of our combines ending up full. While we're actually on the carting. I don't think even on this row I'm going to get a full tank. We are 90% full, but we are way off being 100% full. We might have a... Ooh, bring that in. We might have a little bit off the other harvester, so I'll go and see if the other harvester has anything in it. But yeah, that one is done. So let's go pick up the other harvester at the other end and just go and grab sort of 9% off that. Actually, I'm just going to wait for it down here. It's not in any danger of being full. We only need 9%, and this should be fine. So, yeah, we might as well wait for it here, unload at this point. And I don't think either of these combines are going to be full at the end of this field. So we don't need the tractor and trailer back down here. We'll take the combines up to the next field with their with canola in their tanks, because it's going to be a canola field we do next anyway. As if we could not do with any more problems today, we've got a broken down combine. The actual, is it the combine or the header? Why is this stopped? Oh, this has stopped because it's below 50%. We're actually all right. I think, though, if it's going to cause us problems, we probably want to get this harvester repaired back at the farm before we have a crack at the next field. So yeah, we'll run the harvesters up to the farm, give them a bit of TLC, and then crack on with the next field. Our first combine has reached the end of the field, so it is only 50% full, as I thought. So we'll take this and head off to the next field and get that all set up. So I will clear this course off here. And yeah, let's move on to field 2B. So same as last time, we'll start the header up, we'll start the thresher up. We will go into the field. And then once we're in, and far enough in, we'll create a course. We will generate. 2B is fine. Good. Close that. We can see that here. First waypoint left. And away you go. Oh, and we need to make sure that we clear off that and copy this course. Let's copy the course. And first waypoint. Starter up. And starter up. Then down and in we go. We'll stop it just shy of the actual point. And we want it on the right, and away it goes. That's that one, and we need to go and empty the other one. 3 p.m. and we are well into our second field, which is good news. We are running at 5 times in order to give us a bit of extra time to get everything done. But it's still pretty tight. I mean, we've got 5 fields that need doing. We have knocked the biggest one out, which is great. I think we'll get all of the canola knocked out today, which is even better. And if that's the case, I think we're going to be in a really, really good place with only 2 fields of sorghum to go tomorrow. However, the sorghum is across 2 very disparate fields. We've got field 2B, 2C over here. Which is at the back, and that is here, and then we've got field 6, the other side of the road as well. So yeah, quite a lot that needs doing. That still has half a tank in it, that combine, and I need to move myself out of the way because otherwise that combine is going to have issues. But yeah. Those 2 fields are fairly distant from each other. I completely forgot when I brought this combine down to the field that we needed to get it repaired before getting it onto the next field. So just bringing it into here, it stopped again. It's caused us to basically stop harvesting completely. So we'll repair that and repair that. Yes, that's both of those done. And at the moment, we're still working our way through 2B, which, as you can see, the yield on it is huge. We're getting 125% on this. So, yeah, we need to crack on with this, get this field fully harvested, and nearest waypoint. But I want to let this combine get past the other one, which, yeah, at the moment it's not going to do. Move out the way. There we go. And then once that's done a full, well, finished doing the headlands, we can start this one going off again. So, yeah, I'm going to get my 7810 back down to the field, I think. So if we bring this down here, we might as well empty the combine while the combine's sitting here. Get this done. And yeah, I'm very pleased with the yield on here. Much better than we were having on our first field. You can see here that, yeah, there's a good solid 125% all the way around this field. Whereas, look at how badly the canola performed down there. 90 and 85% on the whole thing. Which is worse than both the sorghum and the wheat. The sorghum and the wheat at least achieved a 100%. To 95% across it, but 90 to 85, the canola really doesn't like that field there. It's really unhappy with it. Right, with that combine coming around here, let's go nearest waypoint, set that off again, and once that's gone, we'll take this and we'll go and unload the other combine. 3 fields down for the 8340, though. This is absolutely chomping through the mulching job today, which is absolutely fantastic. We can just keep this going and keep it at it. Next up, we're going to do 12C with this and get it doing that. How will we... Oh, this might conk out. It does need some repairs, the 8340. Right, course... generate, close that. Right, we want to go down the other end and get this going again. Both harvesters coming to the end of this field now, and I've actually got a full trailer, so let's jump into this one here that's finished, clear the course off it, and yeah, it's only got 8% in the tank, so we can send this off and get field 1 started and finish things off for today. In fact, let's just get this little bit in this corner and then we'll head over to field 1. I'm actually quite pleased with how little fuel we've used. That's actually very good. We're going to do the same thing going into this field, so cut in a little bit and then generate our course. So like that. Don't want to do 90 degrees. I want to do 180 for this. We want to go up and down. Yeah, that will do it. Generate that. There we go. So that's better. First waypoint. And away it goes. And we are off again. And with the course copied, we want to set it up here. First waypoint. I can see the starting point, so start up the header, start up the thresher, bring it in here just far enough, set it to the right hand, and away it goes. We are into the 3rd field for the day. So pretty much 2 full grain tanks by the time the 2 combines have finished the first headland on here. So I'm expecting fairly close to, if not actually a full trailer from this first unload, which is great. We do have the 8340 struggling at this point. It is in need of repairs and it's going to have to come back to the farm for those tonight. But that's all right because we're fully expecting to start turning fields around. We are a full trailer before the end of the road, so that's awesome. And it's 5:15, so hopefully these combines are going to knock this field out today. And we'll be right back on track. And no matter what the weather throws at us tomorrow, we'll be able to get the sorghum harvested. It's just coming up to 6:15 in the evening, and our 2 combines have reached the end of field 1. What a busy day this has been. Starting off with a really wet start, not getting onto the fields until about 11:30, 11:45. I've actually moved all the sorghum out of the silos so that we could put the canola in there because of the need to dry it a little bit. So we should be all right there. And then this harvester will be done. We're going to leave the harvesters on this field today. They are in a position where we can get them over. I think the harvester, this one is in good nick. We did repair this one up before we started today. Once we got it, actually. Let's start that up and get the auger in. Yeah, just want to put that in. And then turn her off. And then we just need to finish this off and get this one emptied as well. So that on, and then we want the thresher on. Last little bit of canola. It has been a busy, productive day today. We have managed to get back on track despite this morning's rain. I'm about to put rain all over the cab. There we go. Despite this morning's rain, we've managed to have a very productive day in the end. And what a find this combine was. I do not believe we would be anywhere near getting all of our harvest in, even with going down to 5 times like we have, if we hadn't had that TR96 turn up. That has been an absolute godsend. But there we go. We've got 3,664 litres in the tractor. In total, we've got 86,999 litres in there. So we're nearly... In fact, I reckon we got 90,000 litres of canola off our 3 fields. That's amazing. Our yield map is looking awesome for field 1 and field 2A. I'm very pleased we bought field 2B. Very pleased we bought field 2. We've got this field here, 2C and 6 to get done tomorrow for the sorghum, and hopefully the rain is not going to be as bad as it was today. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.